Blue skies, what a beautiful day. Plans for today. Fish are still looking good. Time to take the covers off, I think. The weather is changing up and down. Yesterday was quite mild. I was down North Wales yesterday with my nephew. Today, we're getting nice weather. It's just that wind's got a bit of a chill factor. So, I'm going to start removing all these, sort my vac out, and have a look at the mess in the bottom of the pond. Come here, having a sneaky view, look. Let's crack on with it anyway. I'll come back to you when it's already off. That stirred some crap up. Can we plant off Tony Barker? And that's all growing nicely. Well, it was till I squashed it with the wood. Got a fair bit of crud down there. If you've seen my videos before, you know I put the pump on the shallow end there, just in case you ever get a burst pipe through the winter. It can't drain the deep end. So I'm going to hoover all the bottom up first, let all that crap settle. Get the hoover out and give the bottom a good hoover. And remove this bag off. Mind your own business, chew your own fat. I'll just drop them two in the water, by the way. So I've got to pull the timber away from that one slightly, and no doubt them two will drop in as well, but it's going to be a bit more awkward to catch them. Does that look like a face to you? Sad mouth. Nose. Two eyes. Looks like Mad Dog. Twat. So I've got them off. Just got to get the timbers. I think he's now finding somewhere to store it. Good luck with that cow. Ooh, what a game. Well, there you can see all the sediment that's floating. Impossible to get it all, but got a lot of it up. Got the pump from underneath the bridge, and as you can see how clean that is. A lot of algae on it. I've just scrubbed the algae off the top of that to put it back on, just so it can suck the water through here better. Oops, I'll get that back together now. I'll throw that in the deep end and that do its stuff. Get that plant thing out there, because it's tired of nothing. There's nothing in there now. Mad Dog. That's all I can show you for now. Got the fish them all hunkering down there. It just looks crazy with it all off. So I'll get this pump back in there, get the water circulating, and I've got the trickling. Oh, I've just turned the tap off because I've washed the cover off. Look, I'll turn the trickling off. I'll leave that trickling. There's my overflow. There. So I'll let it till it overflows out there. What a game. Ever since I've had this pump, this fitting here has never been no good. If you can see the two little slots there, that's all it is. There's nothing on it, look. So what I normally do is put that on the pump and put that elbow down like that, so it sucks the crap off the bottom of the pool. Bottom of the pond. But now it just, as soon as you put that in the water, the pressure of the water just keeps popping it off. The only thing is now I've got a gaping hole like that at the side of the thing. I'm just worried about one of the fish giving in. If you remember back in the day, the amount of fish I've lost going in that pipe. So somehow I've got to get that out, and I've got to put this back on. So you face it down like that's how the fish now go in. Absolute pain. But it's got to be done. It's times like this I hate messing with this pond. Everything's running great and then you've got to disturb it. to put things back out of the wash. Never quite get the water to flow properly. Sorry about the sunlight. There's hardly anything coming out of there. I've had twice I've had to get that pump back out to get that. You can see that white over there I've got on it. But when I got it out just, it was all, the water was just spurting out that junction there. And I don't know why. But that just push enough water through that But on there's a valve, so you can have it sucking through there 100%, or turn the valve and it'll suck half inside the pump and half through there, and that's how it was set before, but I've just closed it off to suck it so it can suck all the crap off the bottom. And now I've got hardly any pressure coming out of there. I have got a valve on the side here, I can adjust it, but I've had to turn that down so as it don't overflow that filter. I'm just worried about raising the pressure, and then when I hear it overflows because it'll empty the pool to the bottom. And that's just so hard to keep getting in and out, because I've used that heavy duty pipe. But I'm going to have to get it out again, I have. Pain. I've got you on the tripod now. I'm going to lift that pump out the water if I can, so you can see the water spraying out the pipe. Soft light, just take the pump off. Now that blows up. Done that now, not the brushing. See how it flows. Yeah, just see, it could be sort of coming out there. Okay. Right, I'm going to give it a clip. I'm going to give the filter a clean and see if it's something to do with that. Bleached them through, bleached the gun as you've just seen. Clean rag again. Now, I'm going to fill the over up with clean water and flush the over through. Still see the remnants of a bit of bleach in there, so make sure there's no bleach left in the over. See the water flow there. It's very high, like I said, I've got a reducer on it to stop this filter from overflowing, so I could have it on 100%. Clover, as you can see, I've cleaned them out. I've used the, if you remember, I had one of them battery jet washers. Done a video on it, Dave had one, it was a cracky bit of kit, I had one. One packed up, as you'd expect. So I bought myself, well, my daughter Steph bought me on for Christmas. Temu special, other shops are available. And that's a better one, that is, like Dave's got. If you look on the end of the gun, you've got the different lances like you done yet. Sorry about the camera work. So now, just wait to see, that's got to fill up now and see how that water flows back out there. If not, of course it'd be in the pump that's clogged, because the pump was very, very clean. But the water does get through a wide piece there with two valves on. So I've turned the pressure down from that one, and the idea of that one was I'm going to make a bog filter, so the water will go down there, down the waterfall, through the bog filter, back in there, but I've never got round to doing it. It's one of them, you know, plants, had it by the looks of it. Frost got it. Just waiting, this plant here, it just spreads everywhere. It's all gone round there, that pot's full. It's all on the floor down there. That's the same, but it's white. It's managed to get itself into that pot there and filled that pot. There's another pot down my garden down there that's completely full of it. Just, I don't know how it gets there. Oh, it isn't. Oh, it's this end as well. It's managed to find its way up this end. It's going all up there now, but I don't want it to overpower this one, because I like that one. But I bought some seeds. If you remember, I bought some plants from the canal into the dead end there, and I'm hoping they'll come back. There's some there, and there was some here. I just hope them come back. But I've also bought some seeds with orange and yellow flowers on, which spread. So I want to try and get all this completely filled in, which has gone past the whole idea of this. Less maintenance, that was the whole idea of all the slides. But I love my gardening, I just coursed up myself. Oh, I take my trickling back on, have I, you numpty. That's going to take a while now to fill up, so I'll bring it back if it works. Still waiting for that to fill up, so what I've done, fill the bucket up with bleach, obviously suck it all the way through the hoover, fill the hoover, bleach all the hoover, back down to the drain. That's the plan anyway. Can't find out where to put these timbers because all this bloody scaffolding still up. It's got to go back of this shed, the timbers and the polycarb. As you can see, it's not just here, it's all around the back of Mason's shed as well. And you just got to get the stuff in between all the poles. They come to take the scaffolding down again the other day, and they've gone, oh, now we can't take it down, it's been done. Tell you what, Next Energy, if they approach you and ask you to get solar panels, tell them now, because the company's absolutely appalling, it really is. Just set me gun up here. When I threw the other gun away, still under warranty like a prat, but anyway, I kept the pipe, and that's the one I'm just using my big pond because of cross contamination. So I'm just going to swirl that through with bleach. It's no good showing you know what a jet wash works. So I'm going to swirl that through. That water enough water for the hoover, so what's left in there will go through the hoover and swirl that out, kill any germs. You better believe it. Next Energy, Wednesbury Council. Oh god. The house pipe well fill the bucket up quick enough, so I have done 2.5 buckets through here, but there's still all bleach frothing there, so I took the top off. I swilled all that off, as you can see. Swilled all that out, just letting that fill up now so it'll wash all that pipe out there. All the other attachments and all that have all been bleached. So was the filter sponge and the cap that holds it on. I'm just getting that a swill off now because there's still bleach bubbles coming out of that. Look at that current bone. You're probably wondering, why is he going through so much detail with the Nuva? Well, if you watch Dave, Black Country Koi Blog's video, makes a change from looking at a scrape for half an hour out. You know what I mean? More entertaining. While we're talking about Dave, let me just show you some folks. Oh, tell you what, he'll be good to Dave when he sees this video. Oh, look at all my Daphne, look. Dave, if you want some, mate, just let me know. I've got loads. Oh, look at them thriving there, I'm thriving. I know you've seen it all before, but I just thought I'd show Dave again because I know he misses them. Mucka. Look at that off my shoulder, what's that? Who's turned the light on? Oh mate, I'll get a quick glimpse at the... I was going to say the Babby's fish and Mason's fish. I did clean the filters out yesterday. You can see the water's gone proper murky. Keep checking the fish, and thankfully at the moment I'm okay, as you can see. Now I don't know whether that's down to not changing the water so often, or whether it's actually rinsing that hose pipe through first before I put the water into the fish. And it's a shame the amount I've lost really, because as you can see, these are from obviously Twisted, my man Faggy, Vince from Twisted Koi and Ricardo, New Forest Farm, the competition last year. You can see them properly with the sun reflection. Oh, go and have a look, see if this have a look. I'll go over and have a look to see if that filter's full now, see how it's flowing. Not much difference, but that's probably about how much I had it coming through. Just lift the lid and we'll have a look, see how high the water is. Yeah, that's about right, that is. So turn the pressure up any higher, the water comes up the top and over the filter. And now I've got the pump in the bottom of the deep end. Obviously it'll empty that pool. God, one of my slabs have come undone, I just nearly went skinny dipping. Red Robin, if you remember last year, stiff as a board. I thought it was ants, because I do stuff with a lot of ants in here. But I've moved the pot, it's on the slab. I might have said that in another video. There's nothing there, but that's it's only been in a week. Look at that, looking lovely. Caldmore order, Crankcore Lane, get over there. It's the other goose I painted last year or the year before, wore it. The squirrels. The little birds I airbrushed as well. I forgot about him, he needs doing, don't we? I do no more now. I've got my daughter's bought a dog round, who wants me to paint. And I've got my others in there waiting to be lacquered. And then it'll be my 4 little figurines here. I'll paint them up and lacquer them. That'll be next year now probably. As you all know, I've done the head and head off my uncle and repaired his leg. He's still standing there okay now. That plant's doing better, because remember I moved it from there to there It was last year, the year before. That was absolutely stunning, that was. And it looked like it all dried up, ready to die. It's got new roots, new shoots coming out the bottom now. So I was doing a competition with that plant. I never got to finish it. You got to wait until it flowers. See if you can tell me what it is. Can you tell what it is yet? Rough. Blue skies again. Chilly around the wheelie. The day after, the day before. Mad Dog still pulling the face. See the algae starting to come. Quite pleased with how clean that bottom is, really. That don't look like it's flowing too bad. Turned the water off last night to take quite high enough, so I'll put that on again while I'm up this morning. Fish are all chilled out. Normally they come up and see me, but there's a bit of a chill in the air today. Oh, they made this side. See how clear it is, look at the pump. That Gimringoshki down there, look how stunning that is. Watching this being recorded on my phone, and you don't realise how big them fish are. Especially that one there, that was that nutter out the fish tank, the one that used to smash the tank up. Let's see if he can come back out into the sunlight and catch him a bit better. Here he comes. See that jag? It's as big as that one I had from Shelley Aquatics. Growed that much. It's now the Asagi off Tony Barker. How big he's grown now. Oh, coming on, lovely jubbly. Just starting to enjoy the fish and doing the videos. As you know, every day I come into these fish every day and I stand and I watch them. And I've just fed the big fish. Got some mealworms. After the treatment to a little bit of mealworm. I know really I got an there for a clue. I just don't know what to do anymore. So again, if you don't like it, look away. Absolutely stunning fish again. But this time that looks infected. Now I'm in 2 minds now. I can't believe how quick that's coming on. I really can't believe how quick it's happening. Now I've had a message off somebody on my video about tap water, and apparently they work all year round. So the changing water weekends is just not true. So I was quite right in saying this. The water's, the chemicals, I should imagine them automated. But the staff there 24 hours a day, all year round. So we tell the difference in the water in the weekend, which I've stopped doing. I've done it, it's only been a couple of weeks, so I'm even draining the water out the hose pipe. I can't get my head round how quick that's happening. I don't know if he split his fins due to me just getting him in the net quickly. But a beautiful fish that. Look at the markings on that. Proper inky black pattern as well. Now I don't know whether to set that black tub up there, but I'm scratching my head and can't stick him in that vat because I can't find out parasites or nothing. I'm scratching my head in what to treat him with. The only thing I can suggest is bacteria stuff, which is what I've been treating the old tank with. I can't see the point in putting fluke treatment in because there's no sign of fluke. Cost here nothing at all whatsoever. I'm just at a total loss. If I put him in another tank, what can I just don't know, what can I treat it with? Apart from bacteria stuff, which is what I've got in the tank. Well, I did that. And that pond detox, it's only been a couple of weeks since I started putting that in, so I can't really say that I help him because it's been in long enough, as far as I know, for that to work. I'm going to swim around as well if there's anything. And again, it's the smallest fish that's been affected. I've got an air stone, I've got a separate air stone there. I'm going to set that back up. I'm just going to try it with this one fish. I'm going to put some bacteria treatment on its side. I've got a little filter I can put in there. I've got no heating, but the temperature on the water now has gone up to 14 with this weather we're having. But that keeps fluctuating up and down. So I'm going to get some of this water out of here, put it in that black tank, get air down in, and see what I can do with it, and see where we get from there. Ooh, okay. First thing I've done is put the fish in there, got a little filter going, air stone going. I've just got the fish out with using a pair of gloves. I've sprayed him with that there. And now this is supposed to be a 3-part thing. So I've sprayed his wounds with that, both sides are affected. One way so the other, the scales and raised. And then I've treated the water because it's parasite and fungal. I really can't get my head round how quick. You can't see him because of the reflection, unfortunately. One more reflection, oh, it's the wood off the tank. Sorry about the camera work. You can just about see him there, look. He was bouncing about just, but I've just sprayed his flesh with the antibacterial stuff and then treated this, but I've just topped this up. As you can see, I put this net on so it don't jump. It's the day today. It's the 24th today. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Keep it updated. Thought I'd bring it back quick. The treatment I was using before, when I said it was antibacterial, it was parasite and ulcer. That's what I've been treating them with. So now I've stopped using that now. I've left that a few weeks ago. So because I've just treated that one fish on his own, I've just put some malachite in that one and see what happens this time. I've just set the timer now, 45 minutes. I've drained some water out of here for this fish in the tank. I've just got to top this water up now, as you can see over there. Okay, you've probably noticed, excuse me, a big mistake that I made. I thought I was using antibacterial, parasite and ulcers. And that's what I'm using now. Fungal and parasite. The little fish that's in there swimming around. Just gone down the bottom there now. I took him out and sprayed him with bacteria spray, so I'll keep an eye on him. So I'm going to order me some more of this. There's a little bit left in that bottle, but I'll order a new bottle of that. Try antibacterial. What made me do that I don't know, but it is what it is. Keep an eye on him now. Like I say, he was swimming around just coming out of the cold soon. I thought I've got a zit. I need antibacterial myself, don't I? Stick me head in the tank. But down there, he was swimming about just when I come. I've just opened the doors, gave him some natural daylight. Just give these a feed. I don't know. Losing the plot as I get old. See how good these some cereals. Oh, it's absolutely lovely in there. That should be getting tucked into some foods you can see floating around. I've just get them. Yeah, kid flying over again. Just keep it updated on it. Just now I've got a little plank going right over the back there. I'll have to have a look see what that is. See nettles the side of the heron. Get that out. See if I can find out what that is growing there. That looks like one of the we called helicopter seeds. I'm absolutely bombarding the bloody things off this tree here. They'll catch it because of the sun. That monstrosity, there used to be a couple of them, and the council cut the one down, but the woman who lives there, Beryl, bless her, they don't that taking down. It's humongous, and the seeds off it every year. I'm forever going round here, and they seem to grow anywhere. But you leave them like 3 or 4 months, and the roots are about 2 or 3 foot long. It's crazy how quick they grow. Don't show there, Rod Baston that was. Never lost its colour, it just got a little red blemish down the side of its face, which was I've just noticed one on the other side of his head as well. It was just a one red patch, growed 2 little, one on either side of its head. One Scragboat Mason, Rod Baston. Never lost its colour, absolutely stunning fish that. Starting to put some size on now. That was Scraggs, Pete had it. Pete let me have it. Beautiful fish to look from the top, but as you know, Pete from West Brom Koi, he's got Winder. There's another jag over there. All I can do is keep you updated on how that little fish gets on in the tank. Get me some antibacterial and try that. Can't believe it. I thought that was, I don't know what made me think that was antibacterial, if I'm honest. I'll get some ordered now anyway and wait for that to come. I'm not quite sure how the pictures turned out on my last video. I'm going to have a look on it. I normally watch it all the way through before I upload it. I did watch the individual videos to make sure I got the part where I was doing the airbrush. I know a lot of people are interested in that, like, but it's something to do with the koi because it's for stuff around the pond, but nothing to do with koi keeping, I suppose. So yesterday I spent the day using 2-pack lacquer, so I'm going to flick around now and show you what they look like. If I can, I'll add pictures of what they look like before. I'll check the video first, see if they're up. If not, I'll add a picture on and I'll stretch it a bit longer so you can see the before and after, and I'll show you what they look like now. 2-pack lacquer on them. My daughter asked me to paint the dog. It was just a grey thing, so I'm going to put a bit of detail in for her, so I've done that for her. Art only. Proper good showing. That 2-pack is unbelievable. The gloss on there. Had a cracking shine on this, and right at the very end I just give it a quick blast over there and it just run out. I don't know whether you can see it, just a slight dry patch there where the lacquer had run out and get it a blow of air, but I'm sure you can see the shine on that. Any other time I'd have just got that and threw it in the tip. I'm really pleased how that's come out now. That should last quite a few years now. The sun won't affect it with that 2-pack lacquer on. Well, there you go. What a difference. A lot better than it was just all black. Things you do. Like I've said, I've got to do my little scuba diving, snorkeling bloke there. That might be later this year or next year. I forgot about him there, I'll do him as well. My 4 little figures that I've got round the bridge. Then I've got that little thing over there with the birds. I'll get the dolphin now and I'll put him back in place. Find somewhere to put my other geese. He used to sit there where the Buddha was. I might put him back there so he's next to the pond. Move the Buddha somewhere else. Find somewhere to put him now anyway, and I'll get back to you. And the fish is swimming round. Just keeping on, see if your uncle's doing. Glorious. Bit nippy around the nips. Bit of sunshine again. This is the third day, which is due for treatment. I fed them cereals this morning. We'll do a water change on them and then put that in. So I'm still waiting for the bacteria stuff to cook, so I'm going to use that. This little fella in here. I'll do a water change on this one. I'm going to a spare temperature gauge I'm going to put in here so I can check the temperature. Where's he gone? There he is. Just about seen. I might have to put the fish tank heater in it. The only trouble is I can only get it at 20 degrees. That's the lowest setting on it, which I don't really want to do. He's swimming about okay. I'll get the temperature gauge in, check the temperature, check him over. I might do the water change on that one first and then put that water in there so it ain't as cold. That's at 13 degrees, the big tank. I'll get the temperature gauge and get it set up and I'll put it in there, check what the water temperature is. Cutbacks. We used to buy these with a battery, put a couple of quid, still a couple of quid, you've got to put a battery in yourself now. Don't have to speak to you too much. I don't know what to do about it. I'm giving you what I told you, she's been honest. Oops. We took my head off. Got a crack in the screen out of this. I thought there was a bit of air on it or something. Right, what I'm going to do, I have to leave that for about 10 minutes to settle down. Of course it'll be in that temperature, but as you can see I've got the doors open, I'm having that every day while it's warm. Yesterday it was freezing cold. And I just noticed this over here. Exactly. I'll put it down a sec. Yeah, so I've got a little tap on there just to you can see that, can you? Quite. Up to the top of that fill. These have never worked properly since I've had them. That's how it should have a nice little flower out there, actually. Only work off here, the airline doing it. But any time I work, I've got two of these. I had them nice in the fish tank, and they've never worked properly. The little ones I've had in the fish tank. This is a nice steady flower, so you can get a flower in your water. And that one's like chuggy. You can see the amount of capture on top of here that it's catching and all the little things really. I'm just looking down if you saw it, it's looking a bit past there. So I'm going to turn it off, I'm going to empty some water out my son's big tank. Get that topped up, then we'll come back and check this temperature. I'm either going to put fresh water in there depending on what the temperature's in here. I might put some water in an orange bucket to test the temperature in the bucket and in this and see what the difference is. And I'll either top this up with fresh water or I'll take some out of my tank and put in there. Then I've got to put the parasite. I'm going to spray with the antibacterial stuff, and then the parasite and stuff I'm going to put in here till that antibacterial comes. Drained, I've drained water out of here. I've swirled the 2 sponges in the water out of here. I'm getting a reading, well, you can see that, 13.8. Now Mason's tank with the heat on is 13.7. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this in a bucket of tap water, which I've just, you can see that through the sun. And check the temperature in there. Going to pull it out the sunlight a bit, trying to get the proper temperature. I've run the tap, it's dropping slightly, 13.6, and you can see that there. Right, again, I'm going to leave that for 5 minutes rather than just sit here waiting for that to change. It's down to 13.6 at the moment. I'm just going to fetch my drum while I'm doing that. Pull one of these screws out so I can stick this temperature gauge on there rather than putting another hole in it. So I'm going to get my drill, I'll come back.